The Universalists are at it again and are suppressing this channel. And the only way to stop them is to spread our message across all social media platforms. You need to like, subscribe, talk about this channel wherever you go. Only by using their tactics and agenda against them can we defeat them once and for all. So do your part today. Ah!
Just which side of the aisle are you supposed to be on, Patton? Are you a left wing or a right wing, or are you just another Hollywood phony who is now trying to grift their way into attention by seeing what kind of trouble they can stir up until they get to crying about it because 30 people online told them that they were wrong or an istaphobe? I'm Mecha, and I've been talking today quite a bit about not letting people have this power over you. Alright. Nobody wants to go around hurting people's feelings or making them feel marginalized or making them feel less than because of their gender, identity, whatever. Nobody wants to be doing that. Clearly. Patton Oswalt, though, has recently gotten a lot of backlash from, the Twitterati, the Instagram readers, the people who are outraged because he might accidentally offend somebody and they have to be outraged on their behalf. Basically, this whole wokier than thou group of people who sit around on social media under a bunch of burner accounts or under like one main and then 20 little sock puppets, and then they go around reading about everything. And this is how it feels so overwhelming when you're on the receiving end of that before you realize that you can mute all your non-followers. Oh, that's a great one. Just mute all your non-followers. And before you realize you can do that, it feels overwhelming because you're constantly, the second you respond to one or block one, then the next one pops in, then the next one. Because it's this coordinated thing. They go over to Reddit, they go over to a Whisper Network sort of DM room. They go somewhere and have their little chat and their powwow, and then like the one or two people coordinate all of the, and we're gonna say this, and they all spam the same thing over and over, and it gets overwhelming. I've been on the receiving end of that. A lot of people who say they're canceled get on the receiving end of that as well. Patton Oswalt finally got a taste of it, because I guess nobody had the guts to stand up to him over the James Rolfe Ghostbusters thing that I'm still triggered by. Yeah. See, Patton Oswalt used to be somebody I used to admire quite a bit. I used to see him as, oh, you're kind of a smartass and you're a music geek. This is somebody I used to listen to stand up because, one time he said he listened to Rocky Erickson, so I gave him a little bit more in deep listen than a lot of the comedians that were floating around from that era, from that group of comedians, the ones who were kind of coming up a little less funny, but they were kind of a little more poignant. Dave Chappelle came up out of that too. They're not necessarily make you wet yourself laughing. They are, however, they're not along comedians, I wouldn't say they're nearly to the level of like a Bill Hicks or something. He's definitely a nod along. He's one of those people I kind of view more like a preacher. They're up there preaching at you all of these ideals, and you're kind of And that's what a lot of stand-up comedy ended up doing to a lot of the wokier than nows, because you saw it a lot in the post 2001 era, where they would be so anti-Republican and be so anti-Bush and so anti that era. Remember that. And that's where a lot of the social justice warriors started sprouting from, was like the 90s and the 2000s. A lot of us kind of, do I say us? I say us as fans of comedians would tend to kind of follow, and we would kind of filter over more towards, well, these guys are these are our tribe. These are like the David Crosses and the Patton Oswalts and the ones who didn't like the Bush era and all that stuff. And then you would go and listen to the Jeff Foxworthys and the blue collar guys, and they weren't talking about Bush. They were just talking about hunting and beer and stupid shit. You can't fix stupid. Here's your sign. That type of stuff. So you'd listen to them, and those were the laugh out loud funny sort of guys. And these were the guys that were kind of just feeling more and more like indoctrination sort of comedians, right? On the left. They used to feel that. And I got really, really disappointed that it became so tribal that it turned hateful, it turned spiteful, it turned vindictive, it turned tribal to the point of being nasty because Tribe says so. And that's as dumb as script says so, in my opinion, for movies. When movies have to do something really dumb, I don't like because I said so as a rule. I'm smarter than that, and damn it, I thought Patton was. Apparently he's not. Apparently he's just a giant grifter who wants to play on this publicity because he knows Dave Chappelle is the hottest ticket in town. It's a big club and you're not in it, and he knows he can get away with it because he's rich and famous and he's in that little circle. He's in the circle of people who like to trash anybody that they view as other. That they view, and this is what we've been a victim of lately. A lot of people like me who got placed on the right-wing side, they got placed because we're like, wait a minute, telling a person of color that they need to vote a certain way or think a certain way is pretty damn racist. And that came a lot out of that tribe, didn't it? So, Patton Oswalt is now facing the reading masses, and he doesn't know how to handle it. Good, you don't know how to handle it. I'm happy you don't know how to handle it. So he did double down and defend performing with his friend. But you know what? Why should you have to defend performing with somebody that you claim has been a friend of yours since you were a teenager? Why do you have to defend that? Why do you have to go out of your way and state and be like, well, I'm going to play with him, perform with him, whether you like it or not? What is this, 1939 or something? Do we really need to be dealing with this right now in this day and age? I am so sick and tired of this. It's just bullshit, in my opinion. I'm so sick and tired of this. And it seems like he only did this for publicity. And then, of course, he's gonna go and apologize because, as long as you apologize, then you can get away with being a complete grifting asshole. Apparently. And this is coming from me, who's been accused of being a grifter who has never taken one single sponsorship offer in her YouTube career. Thank you I'm not taking a single one. Yet these sort of people like Patton Oswalt can grift and leech and dingleberry off of the controversy of Dave Chappelle just to get some attention right now in this political division, and then say, oh, no, please don't cancel me, fuck off, Patton. I'm sick and tired of it, and I don't want to goddamn hear it. Oh, and he's in the LA Times, explains himself after a nice Dave Chappelle post goes sideways. Yeah, it goes sideways because a few people on Twitter got upset because Dave Chappelle made some jokes that included, and were inclusive of absolutely everyone, instead of just, oh, well, we have to protect the feelings of absolutely everybody on the planet all of a sudden. Do we? My feelings don't get protected. And not only do I have to deal with that, I have to wear it as a badge of honor every time I deal with the people trying to hurt me, trying to make me feel bad. And I'm just so tired of this. Oh, I'm so tired of this. So he explains himself because of the few handful of people who threw a temper tantrum and claimed what Dave Chappelle said was trans. You know, I got somebody saying that what I said was istophobic earlier today. We talked about that for about a second. I said that a kid who acted like he was triggered over being misgendered was not the type of person that I would expect to be a hero. They would be the type of person that might get a swirly. And somebody decided I said that they deserved it, which I never did. This is what happens. People put words in people's mouths to decide what they said is istophobic, and I'm tired of this. I am tired of this as a species. I am tired of this for our existence, okay? If this is the only way to handle this, and this is how I've been dealing with this, and this works very, very well. You don't apologize, you don't back down, you tell them, where did I say this? Show me in these words where I said what you think I said. And if you can't, you're gonna stop twisting words and twisting what I said, and you're gonna stop arguing with me over what you're imagining, because I'm not gonna argue with what they're imagining. I'm not gonna argue with imaginary bullshit in their fucking heads, alright? I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of this crap, and I'm tired of cancel culture. Now, who wants to pay me Patton Oswalt's salary? Because I deserve it more than he does. I'm not out there appeasing the wokier than thous. I'm not out there appeasing the masses while grifting off of their success and their rees and their triggers or whatever. Screw this. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Am I canceled or not?